Hi, I'm Dave Bryce with Cloud Microphones of Tucson, Arizona, and we're here at Kraft Music in the greater Milwaukee area to talk to you about our product, Cloudlifter. The Cloudlifter is a device that we invented about 10 years ago when we were designing a ribbon microphone. We were making passive and active versions of a ribbon mic. And ribbon microphones do not like phantom power at all. It can damage the ribbons. And they actually need gain. So an active ribbon has a circuit that turns phantom power into gain. When we were designing our active ribbon, we came up with several different variations on it, and we needed to be able to move the active circuit back and forth between them. So we came up with a little box that turned phantom power into gain. Roger Cloud, the founder of Cloud, came up with the idea of selling this box to people, offering it to people who have ribbon microphones so that they had a device that would actually take the phantom power and change it into the gain that the ribbon needed. But the really cool thing about Cloudlifters is they don't only work on ribbon microphones, they also work on dynamic microphones and tube microphones. And there are a whole heck of a lot of dynamic microphones in the field. The Shure SM7B, the Shure SM57 and 58, the Electro Voice RE20, Sennheiser MD421. So many dynamic microphones can benefit from the Cloudlifter. What does the Cloudlifter actually do though? What it does is it gives the microphone an additional 25 dB of unbelievably clean gain, basically turning the microphone way up before it gets to the preamp, but in an amazingly clean and transparent way. So that what actually happens is you're hearing way more of the sound of the microphone itself and less of the sound of the preamp. All preamps have some color. It's why you probably bought your preamplifier. This has no color at all. It is completely transparent. So it really lets you hear what the actual sound of your microphone is. Let's take a look at the Cloudlifter family. Our most popular product is the CL1, a single channel plug and play device. You plug the mic's output into the one side and the output of this into the input of the preamp, turn on phantom power, and you're good to go with up to 25 dB of unbelievably clean gain. Also, the CL1 is incredibly solidly built, entirely in the United States. As a matter of fact, our circuit boards are stuffed on the Navajo Reservation in Arizona. The next model is the CL2, basically a two-channel dual mono device, essentially two CL1s in one package for a little bit less money. This is real good for you and another singer, or for your vocal mic and a microphone on your guitar cab or something like that. Also really good for podcasting applications for the guy doing the interview and the person being interviewed. However, that's not the limit as far as channel expansion. In addition to the one-channel and two-channel model, we also found that there were a lot of live engineers who had all kinds of channels that needed cloud lifting, and they asked us to take a couple of these and put them into a rack. This resulted in the CL4, a rack mount single space device that has 4 Cloudlifters on it. On the other side of the table, we have some unusual looking Cloudlifters. Where these are good for expansion, more channels, these two devices are good for more control. The Cloudlifter CL1 and CL2 and CL4 are really basic devices. You plug them in, you plug them into the preamp, and they're ready to go. But if you want to really mess with the impedance or have other fine control, then we offer the CLZ. The CLZ is also a single channel device, but it has this large silver knob, which we call the Vari-Z knob. The Vari-Z knob is so you can correctly match the input impedance of whatever microphone you're connected to make sure that you have the absolutely ideal input impedance setting. However, that's only part of the fun. It gets really fun when you play with the knob a little bit on either side of the correct input impedance, very slightly changing the tone and opening up all sorts of colors in any microphone that's attached to the CLZ. Additional controls include this switch over here. This is a high-pass filter that basically shelves the low end a little bit. And when the high-pass filter is engaged, the Vari-Z knob's behavior changes. So you get a whole different set of sounds with the high-pass filter in. It's real good for if you're right up the microphone and it's rumbling or being boomy. This will take care of that. The other switch on the other side basically cuts the amount of gain that the Cloudlifter supplies. It's odd. It's not like a cut switch per se, because it's less more is the best way that we could explain it. The next product in the CLZ line looks very similar to it, but it offers even more. This is the CLZI, identical in every way to the CLZ, except offering a few more things. First of all, the knob is a little bit lower. You see the switches are a little bit lower profile-wise than the CLZ. This one is still the high-pass filter, but over here now we have 3 positions. Why is all of this necessary? Well, we still have the same XLR output, but over on this side, you can see that there's a Neutrik combo connector. So not only can you plug an XLR in here, you can actually put a 1/4-inch cable in here and plug a guitar or a bass or any instrument level signal into the Cloudlifter ZI. This will route it through this outstanding sounding Cinemag 12-to-1 transformer, basically allowing you to take everything that you could do with the CLZ and you do it with the CLZI on an instrument. So once again, you can match the correct input impedance of the pickups of the instrument that's connected to it, or very slightly mismatch it to get tonal variations that you can't get out of any pedal or out of any EQ. Basically, shaping the signal at the most basic level by controlling the amount of electricity going to the device. As I mentioned, Cloud is a US company. We're in Tucson, Arizona. You can call us and talk to us at any point in time about anything. And to get yourself a Cloudlifter, get in touch with your Kraft music sales advisor as soon as possible and get 1 or 2 Cloudlifters into your studio today. Once again, I'm Dave Bryce from Cloud Microphones. Thank you so much for your time.